Russell Wilson, you got to let him go because this defense can't stop anybody.
Where Colin was wrong.
Blazing 5 was 2-3. If Cam scores, I have a winning week. He doesn't, I have a losing week. We are 4-6 on the year. Really rough weekend for bettors yesterday. We did have Miami we thought would keep it close against Buffalo, and we thought the dominating win of the weekend would be Tampa Bay. It got a little hairy at the end, but they held on.
Where Colin was right.
When Leonard Fournette got picked up by the Buccaneers, we said, why is everybody bailed on Leonard Fournette? He came out the same year as Christian McCaffrey, and McCaffrey was great and got the publicity. Leonard Fournette's excellent. 1,000 yards, 75 catches last year. He sealed the game yesterday. I think by week 2, he's established himself as the workhorse running back for Tampa. I never understood why everybody bailed on Leonard Fournette. He was the best high school running back. He was the best college running back. He runs with violence. He's a great guy if you get a lead and have to eat the clock. He can catch the football. He had 4 receptions yesterday. I just thought the media and fans downplayed it. Like he was, I understood Shady McCoy, end of his career. You can downplay that. Leonard Fournette is a top-tier running back in the NFL. He's a clock eater, a yard getter, a ball catcher. He's everything I want for Tom Brady. What a great comfort running back. Turn, hand it off, and he'll pick up 5 yards when there's about 3 available.
Where Colin was wrong.
Cam and Belichick. It's not only working, it's fascinating. Through 2 weeks of his career, this is the highest completion percentage of Cam Newton's career, 71.5%. Through 2 weeks of Cam's career, this is the fewest times he's been sacked. His accuracy is excellent. His mechanics are superb. Clearly, Cam is taking to coaching because his mechanics have been a hot mess for a lot of his career. I thought they were excellent last night. I think he's patient. I think he's picking his spots. I mean, he feels like the leader of this franchise, and he's been there an hour. Like, if this is Cam, this works.
Where Colin was right.
I've always defended Jared Goff. It's not sexy, but he and McVay work. He throws a beautiful ball. You just got to keep him moving. He has been a machine this year. 69%, 109 passer rating. The Rams have figured him out. You got to give him a little bit of a running game. Move the pocket with him. He's not hyper athletic. I think he's Matt Ryan with a better arm. I think he's Matt Ryan with a stronger arm, and I think he's been great. This offense does not have a lot of over-the-top performers. It's got a lot of Tyler Higbee and Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. They're very good players. They don't have a Tyreek Hill. They don't have a Travis Kelce. That's not what this offense is. It's death by 11 yards. And Goff and McVay perform it wonderfully. Everybody complained about his contract. Folks, you need a quarterback. He's absolutely a top 12 to 15 quarterback in the league, and I'd say he's closer to 10 than he is to 15.
Where Colin was wrong.
I've always thought Anthony Davis was talented and gifted, but soft, with no dog. He hit the game winner yesterday. He's played through injuries this year. He has been fantastic in the bubble. He's averaging 29, 11, and shooting 56% on the floor. The knock on Anthony has always been, where's the it? Where's the dog? Where's the alpha? Take the game over. Charles Barkley said it yesterday. He should be the best player in the league. 6'11", can shoot a jumper, put it in the floor. Great defensive player. Doesn't want to be a center, but he's a great 4. He's in the Tim Duncan mold. You could put him at center. He's a 4. This is what I keep waiting for. 7 years, I'm like, could you give me... Damian Lillard's half the size, but is fearless. Anthony Davis has always played with some anxiety to me. Not anymore. He's looked great.
Where Colin was right.
I like Justin Herbert out of Oregon. And a lot of credit. A lot of people just thought he was there's a lot of mess here. He's big, mobile, strong, and with a big arm and lets her rip and takes shots. And the word fearless. He plays kind of fearless. He and Joey Burrow are both better than I thought. I thought they would both struggle. They both have one thing I like. Big guys who just play with confidence. To learn you're going to start against the Super Bowl champs, and 5 minutes later, you're out there slinging it. I mean, if he would have unraveled, you would have totally understood it. I thought Burrow was unbelievable Thursday. I thought Justin was great. That's a great throw right there. I mean, these are, you got under duress. You're looking to second and third wide receivers. And this kid got popped One time he got popped and the linebacker got hurt. So I didn't think, I mean, this is the guy I liked at Oregon. I thought Oregon's coaching staff was way too conservative, wouldn't let him run until the Rose Bowl. Let him run, please. The kid's an athlete. He's Josh Allen. Let him run.
Where Colin was wrong.
Ryan Tannehill, he's a total enigma. He was a wide receiver in college. I've never put my arm around him. He started as a wide receiver at Texas A&M. They moved him to quarterback. He's been fantastic since week 7 of last year. You know, he's completing 70% of his throws, and his passer rating's 120. He works in their system. Yesterday, they didn't have their number one wide receiver. They got into a shootout. He delivered. I can't get my arms around him. He's not a natural sometimes. You know what he is? Like Herbert, he's a big, strong, athletic guy. And Tennessee, boy, if you don't think coaching matters, watch Tannehill and Cam. Like, all of a sudden, it's like, I mean, and Cam's got obviously more talent, but if you don't think coaching matters, Tannehill leaves Adam Gase. This appears to be what he is, a winning quarterback.
Where Colin was right.
Where you land matters. We are very high on Sean McDermott, the coach of the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's first 2 years in this league was a little bit of a wreck. He was wildly erratic. Not anymore. He is great. His completion percentage, remember in college? It was like in the 50s. He's completing 70% of his throws in the NFL. This is coaching. We think Sean McDermott and the Buffalo staff, maybe a top 3 or 4 staff in the NFL. The bad news is Belichick's in the same division. But where you land matters, and Josh Allen's development is a major tip of the cap to Sean McDermott and that staff. Instead of being this wild pony who's erratic and all over the place, he has settled down, fewer bad throws, higher completion percentage. That's what it's all about, coaching.
Where Colin was wrong.
I had the Celtics and the Clippers in the NBA Finals. One won't make it, and one's in trouble. My guess is now Miami feels like the better team despite what we saw in the last game. Listen, the Clippers played entitled. Load management doesn't work. You got to build chemistry. It's not only bad for fans. When you got a bunch of new parts, you got to build chemistry. And if nothing else, this bubble has been about chemistry. The Lakers have always had it, by the way. That's the one thing Joy and I said week 1. They got chemistry. There's other stuff the Lakers don't have. Well, the Clippers were the opposite. They had everything else, but they had no chemistry. And the bubble's been about chemistry. Miami, Denver, Dallas, even Phoenix, Boston. The teams with chemistry that can deal with all this bubble, not seeing your family, friends, getting out of your habits. But I had the Clippers and the Celtics, and I was dead wrong on that.